What if everything you were ever taught about being good was never about goodness at all? What if the lessons that shaped your idea of morality were carefully designed cages, keeping your power quiet, your intelligence dimmed, your instincts sedated? Imagine for a moment that the entire idea of being good was built to control the dangerous few, the ones who could see through illusion. You've been told that kindness is noble, that patience wins respect, that honesty builds trust. But history tells another story. It whispers that safety doesn't come from being kind. It comes from being aware. It comes from knowing when to show mercy and when to withhold it. Machiavelli understood something most people still refuse to face. The world doesn't reward innocence, it consumes it. People don't respect those who play fair. They respect those who play well. The idea of morality is an illusion that keeps the masses predictable, a mechanism that convinces you to stay soft in a world that only respects precision and strength. He never preached cruelty, he preached clarity. To see clearly is to understand that fear is a stronger motivator than love, and that perception is often more powerful than truth. The moment you realize that the game is built on appearances, not intentions, you begin to control it instead of being controlled by it. People respond to what you appear to be, not to who you are. That's why perception is the most potent weapon in your arsenal. You don't need to prove your intelligence. You only need to shape what others think of it. Never be predictable. Predictability breeds vulnerability. Those who can be read can be controlled. When you become unreadable, when your actions stop matching your emotions, you become dangerous. Keep your intentions wrapped in silence, your motives hidden beneath layers of calm neutrality. Mirror people's expectations until they believe they understand you. And then, when the time is right, reshape their reality. If they label you, they control you. But if you control how they see you, you control the entire narrative. Machiavelli knew that people live by illusions, and illusions are the easiest tools to weaponize. The wise do not waste energy proving who they are. They let others believe what they wish. Because while others are lost trying to understand you, you are already 3 moves ahead. Power doesn't shout. It watches. It studies. It waits. When you mask your emotions, when you observe without revealing, you become the calm in the middle of chaos, the one no one can predict. That's when influence begins. Cold logic is a superpower in a world driven by emotion. Emotion blinds most people, makes them act before they think, speak before they plan, reveal before they understand. You must never be like them. Learn to control your emotional triggers, because every reaction is a message to the world about how to manipulate you. The moment you react, you reveal your weakness. The moment you stay silent, you turn that weakness into strength. When someone insults you, they want to see your reaction. They want to know they can affect you. But when you smile instead, when you observe instead of reacting, you shift the balance. They start wondering what you're thinking, and that uncertainty becomes your advantage. Machiavelli never said to suppress emotion. He said to weaponize it. Anger, pain, jealousy, these are not enemies if you know how to use them. Emotion becomes a weapon only when you're the one holding the trigger. A wise man acts immediately when a fool hesitates. The difference is calculation. The fool reacts from impulse. The wise act from purpose. The world rewards the one who keeps their heart steady while others lose control. Intelligence isn't about how much you know. It's about how much you choose to reveal. In a room full of people eager to sound smart, the quiet one holds the real power. Those who talk the most often reveal the most. Those who listen learn. Let others expose themselves, their motives, their fears, their ego. Be still. Let their words paint the map of their mind, while you remain unreadable. True intelligence lies not in proving your point, but in knowing when to say nothing at all. Because the one who can't be figured out becomes the one others fear and respect. Machiavelli would laugh at people's obsession with being right. He knew that the truth isn't always useful, that deception is often a form of defense. He said, "He who seeks to deceive will always find someone willing to be deceived. The point is not to lie, but to understand that not all truths are meant to be spoken." Power hides behind silence. Every secret you keep strengthens your position. Every unnecessary confession weakens it. In a world that constantly demands explanation, silence becomes rebellion. You don't need to be evil to be dangerous. You only need to understand those who are. The people who manipulate, deceive, and exploit others do so because they understand how the game works. If you wish to be free from their traps, you must understand their tactics. Morality will not protect you from predators. Awareness will. Play dirty, think clean. That means using the system without letting it corrupt you. Smile when they expect you to bow. Agree when they expect you to resist. Give them the illusion of control, and they'll never notice when you've already taken it from them. This is not cruelty. This is strategy. People will use guilt to chain you. They'll call you selfish for choosing yourself, heartless for setting boundaries, arrogant for refusing to be manipulated. Let them talk. Their words are tools of control, not reflections of truth. When you stop reacting to moral traps, you become untouchable, because morality in the wrong hands is just another weapon used to keep powerful minds small. Detachment is your greatest form of strength. When you no longer crave comfort, approval, or affection, you start to see people for what they are, creatures driven by habit, fear, and desire. Emotional distance doesn't make you cold. It makes you clear. It allows you to move through the world untouched by manipulation. Most people chase connection at any cost. They want to be understood, loved, validated. But dependence makes you weak. Once you detach from the need to be seen, you begin to see everything. Freedom is the rarest form of power because it cannot be taken. It can only be surrendered. And most people surrender it willingly, for love, for validation, for a sense of belonging. But the moment you stop needing those things from the wrong people, you reclaim your power. You stop playing by their rules. You stop